Sure. So I started in an entry-level assistant director position. I had been a tour guide in college, went to grad school for English, wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with that, so I thought I would give admissions a try. And the institution that I ended up working for was just wrapping up their Slate implementation at the time. They had been one of the first 50 or 75 or so schools that implemented, kind of part of that wave that left Recruitment Plus for Slate. So I essentially learned how admissions worked as a profession by learning Slate. That was my context for how you plan your fall travel as a counselor, how you run an open house, how you read applications, and so on. And I remember being on the road at college fairs in 2012 or 2013 next to other admissions counselors behind our tables, just kind of chatting. And there was a real, almost conspiratorial excitement about this new Slate tool that people were starting to use. And that enthusiasm that people had for it really stuck with me. That's not normal. That's not the typical reaction that people have to software. So I think I had a sense early on that that was something to watch. And then sort of as I moved into an associate director position at Clark, there was also a vacancy at the same time in both the university marketing office and the institutional research office. And the role that I was in was meant to be a liaison to those two teams. So I ended up being involved more directly in like branding redesigns and overhauling of the print collateral and just kind of working more closely with the marketing team. And as I did that, I got a sense for the kinds of questions that they had about admissions data and how things like ping could probably help them, but that they didn't really necessarily realize that that was something that we had access to. So I think that was a moment of realization for me that there was this resource, this tool that could really benefit other teams on campus outside of admissions. And then on the IR side, I was involved with an effort to bring predictive modeling in-house with a tool called Rapid Insight, which I think has since been acquired by EAB. But so we had been working with a third-party firm for like modeling NTR and projecting enrollment revenue and that sort of thing. But we wanted something we could run on demand. And so I was part of that effort to bring that in. And as a result of that was working very closely with a lot of Slate data, kind of getting to the weeds and just realized that I wanted to do more with that. And that was sort of what led me to Technolutions.
That's fantastic. I love that your experience was able to take so many different iterations as you continue to build your experience and your interests. You mentioned Technolutions though. So during your time at Technolutions, you became a subject matter expert in areas of like exports, integrations, and portals. What did you learn in those years about how institutions are actually using Slate?